We live in interesting times. Today's stories. A recap of stories that mattered to you in these interesting times. In 2018, EBC bureaus across North America contributed to the network's global expansion. The historic War Memorial Natatorium in Waikiki enters 2019 with an uncertain future. Plus, Florida Outdoor Winter Fun on ice. And tips on refreshing your home this new year with do-it-yourself accents. Hello everyone, I'm Alan Basoyahe bringing you stories from around the globe. And this is Eagle News Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. 2018 was a very interesting year. Here's a look back on the stories from our EBC teams across North America and beyond. Eliza Gonzalez Manglikmot reports.
We welcome 2018 with you at the much-anticipated New Year's Day Tournament of Roses Parade in Pasadena, California. But very shortly after that heartwarming welcome, a powerful winter storm dubbed as the Bum Cyclone rocked the eastern United States. Our Eagle News East Coast teams braved the biting cold to bring you the latest on the very powerful and extremely dangerous blizzard. A more damaging life storm, the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting in February, sparked outrage from students who survived the attack, creating a ripple throughout the country, bringing about a nationwide school walkout pushing for stricter gun control. Eagle News correspondents were there documenting the protests. In April, EBC North America celebrated the network's 50th year with the U.S. launch of EBC Cares. EBC Washington, D.C. reached out to a shelter for women who were victims of domestic violence. A month later, in May 2018, more than 200 correspondents from all over the globe joined the network's coverage of the worldwide walk to fight poverty. Dozens of EBC correspondents in North and South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, and Australia brought you to the start line and met you at the finish line for this 48-hour live international broadcast. And throughout the year, we brought you to places that spoke history, events that introduced intercultural culinary experiences, and natural treasures found in your backyards. We enjoyed exploring things with you, covering events about technology, lifestyle, entertainment, sports, art and culture, travel, and celebrations.
We here in EBC advocate appreciation and protection of animals and the environment.
As part of the community, we cannot forget to bring you news concerning our neighborhoods. And because we aim to deliver stories that matter to you, in 2018, we shared with you information about current events and breaking news, the weather, heightened community service, and most importantly, stories that share love with and give hope to the community. For Eagle News, I am Eliza Gonzalez Manglikmot, always one with 25.
Thank you, Eliza. More bureaus and correspondents in North America were added in the past year to the growing Eagle Broadcasting Network.
"2018 is considered a great year for our EBC family here in North America. Several new bureaus across the U.S. and Canada were formed, and dozens of correspondents from various American states and Canadian provinces were added to the growing family of Eagle Broadcasting Corporation in this part of the world. In March 2018, a news-gathering workshop was held in Sacramento, the capital city of the Golden State, California. A similar event took place at the southern end of the state, Los Angeles. New bureaus were formed as well in San Diego and in San Francisco, strengthening the network's commitment to delivering reliable information that matters to you. Washington, D.C. was among the first bureaus established in the States, and the correspondents' passion for news continues to burn. To keep up with this enthusiasm, in April 2018, a news and video editing seminar took place at the EBC U.S. headquarters in the nation's capital. In that same month, our other bureaus in the eastern United States joined the rest of the network in furthering its dedication to bring you stories from the farthest cities we can reach, extending all the way to cities in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina, even in Brazil, the Bahamas, and the Caribbean. In June 2018, understanding EBC's goal of heightened public service, our Pacific Northwest teams committed to delivering relevant stories from Canada. To Oregon, to Washington State, and last November, Nevada expanded coverage to more cities in the region in a recruitment event held in Henderson. To date, we have 19 bureaus in the U.S. and 6 in Canada, bringing you the stories that matter in these interesting times.
Coming up, the historic War Memorial Natatorium in Waikiki enters 2019 with an uncertain future. Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. We'll be right back.
behind me is what we call Svalbard IPS, one of the most famous landmarks here in Stavanger, Norway. And if you want to see more of the tourist spots like this, just tune into Digital Nest every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 p.m. I am managing Mihia from Stavanger, Norway. Always fun with 25.
Landmarks, Linggo, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi.
Welcome back. You are watching Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. It is the only monument of its kind in the Aloha State. The Waikiki War Memorial Natatorium, built to honor the 10,000 Hawaii citizens who served in World War I. But after decades of what could be characterized as left in a state of neglect and disrepair, its future remains uncertain. Our Eagle News correspondent Alfred Acenas reports.
The Waikiki Natatorium was opened on August 24, 1927. Which was also the birthday of Olympic gold medalist and pioneer of modern surfing, Duke Kahanamoku, who took the first ceremonial swim before a cheering capacity crowd of more than 7,000. Designed as a saltwater 100 by 40 meter pool for swimming and diving, the natatorium is situated alongside the world-renowned beaches of Waikiki, with a set of bleachers on one side and a breathtaking view of the Pacific Ocean on the other. Sadly, the natatorium has been closed to the public since the late 1970s due to disrepair and alleged lack of resources on the part of the local and state governments. There have been several attempts for its revival, but none of them prevailed.
The good news about trying to save the Waikiki Natatorium is that both public and private sectors have plans for its reconstruction and renovation. The only setback is that those plans don't agree with one another.
Today, the non-profit group Friends of the Natatorium advocates for the preservation and restoration of the facility to its original design and purpose as a public swimming pool. Meanwhile, this past November, the City and County of Honolulu released a draft environmental impact statement with the following courses of action. 1. Construction of a perimeter deck. 2. Conversion to a whole new beach and park. Or 3. Retaining its original design as a closed saltwater pool system. Despite its current condition, tourists like Stefan are still awestruck by its design and imposing presence along Waikiki.
I think it's beautiful. It should be saved. It should be as a, how would you say, a treasure from the past, and it should not be destroyed. I didn't see any architectural design like this anywhere else so far. I've been here for a day, so hopefully they will save it.
Reporting from Waikiki, Hawaii, I'm Alfred Acenas, 1 with 25.
Thanks, Alfred. When we come back, Florida outdoor winter fun on ice, and tips on refreshing your home this new year with do-it-yourself accents. Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition will return shortly.
Events happen around us all the time, in our community, in our country, around the world. Events that affect people, move communities, or simply inspire us. Interesting events that people need to know. In these interesting times, we continue to be a competent partner in delivering news about these events. Fast, accurate, balanced. Eagle News, because we live in interesting times.
ASEAN in Focus. Monday to Friday, 2 to 2:30 p.m.
This is Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. I'm Alan Basoyahe. This time of year, the very low temperatures could make your days uneventful. But for our neighbors in the Sunshine State, winter means outdoor fun. Eagle News correspondent Angelo Corpus tells, or rather, shows us why.
What's up, Nesters? We're here at Curtis Hickson Waterfront Park, and we're doing winter recreational activities that Floridians don't often do, and that's ice skating. Let's go! For most winter days, cozying up indoors on the couch with a cup of hot chocolate doesn't sound like a bad idea. However, there's still thrilling moments when participating in outdoor winter recreational activities, like ice skating. Ice skating in Florida? Yeah, you can ice skate in Florida. Courtesy of Ice Rink Events, the city of Tampa was given the opportunity to enjoy this outdoor winter recreational activity.
It's a way to bring winter down to everyone in Florida. We like to have more festivity, and the perfect way they thought they could do this was through an ice rink. When everyone thinks about ice skating, when they think about winter, you think about snow. And what better way to do this than an ice skating rink?
There are many benefits to ice skating, such as improving balance, flexibility, and relieving stress. Floridians like myself gave this a shot, and I must say, it was very exhilarating. At first, it was terrifying. I started off my first 30 minutes holding on to the edges of the ice rink. Great! It's cold, but you're sweating. I don't know why. I didn't feel like letting go, but because the rink was crowded near the edges, I had to make a big boy move by letting go. I gradually got used to skating on without depending on the edges, and I eventually hit my comfort zone. I love the wind blowing against my face. Let's go. Just keep going. We have another one half. Let's go.
We'll do again.
Maybe not. Who knows?
For me, yes.
By the way, defeating the fear of falling, I truly valued my ice skating experience. So for all the beginners out there, don't be afraid to try it out. Go check out an outdoor ice rink near you in your own city. Signing off from Tampa Bay, Florida, I'm Angelo, and I'm always home at 25.
Thank you, Angelo. Ever thought of redecorating a part of your house but never got to actually doing it? Today, Nanita Manoes shares tips to create a few fast do-it-yourself accents to spice up that home corner of yours. Take a look.
Personal touches are what makes a home your place. And today we're going to give you an idea on how to create a photo wall to display your family memories. We're also going to give you an example of a quick and easy transformation and reuse.
I wanted to personalize a corner in my landing area, and I thought of creating a photo wall. If you already have a collection of photo frames and printed pictures, strips for hanging and push pins, then this project may not even cost you anything. Try to arrange the pictures as you envision them on your photo wall. You can position the push pins on the wall first and rearrange if needed later. Or you can also do it as you go along, hanging the pictures on the wall. Next project is the guest room. I wanted to fill up the room but reusing what I already have. So for the bedside table, I thought of adding some color to a small foldable table that I hardly use nowadays. This project is quick and easy, and the materials you would need depend on the look you want to have. For this project, I used a spray paint and wood stain, which were leftover materials from my previous projects.
There are many things that you can do to refresh your home without blowing your budget, and nothing beats incorporating your own personal touches. This is Nanita Manawes reporting from Dallas, Texas, your EBC correspondent, 1 Week 25.
Thanks, Nanita. That is today's Eagle News Washington, D.C. Weekend Edition. Join us again next week for stories from our bureaus across the nation and around the globe. Visit our websites at eaglenews.ph and eaglenewslive.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/eaglenewsph. Thank you for watching. I'm Alan Basoyahe. I am 1 with 25.